Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more City Skylines and welcome back to our little city of San Anvíl. Yes, things have been progressing very nicely recently. We recently opened up this little square of land here. Ooh, another tweet. What have we got here? Picnic time. Yep, lots of parks to keep our citizens happy, which is nice. Abandoned building, which isn't quite so nice, and you're going to go the same way, aren't you? A little bit of upgrading with our seafront property. Good stuff. Many of these really upgraded much at all? Yeah, a couple of them. And there goes another one. Okay, lovely. Yeah, some death issues going on there. How are our crematoria getting on? You have got all your hearses out. There's another one up here. You've got all your hearses out. This graveyard is just emptying. And one over here, you've got all your hearses out. I might need to pop another one down somewhere. So where have we got one? One there, one somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to... I keep putting a crematorium next to an elementary school. I don't think that's the way to go about it. Let's stick one here. Hopefully that will help with that problem. I've completely lost my train of thought now, just trying to solve that issue. Yes, last time I was talking about pending traffic problems, and also we've been starting to use the sort of the 6-lane roads, the sort of arterial grade roads. And we'll be seeing more of those as the city starts to expand. But I was thinking they're supposed to be used. You're supposed to link sort of like your highway and your collectors using some of these arterial roads. And I'm thinking, I know it's just a small stretch of road. I know it's like an almost insignificant stretch of road, but I think this might benefit that little stretch of road there. And what I'm going to do is, because we don't want anybody changing lanes too early, have you not got properly dedicated turning lanes? I thought I fixed that. Huh. Easily done. Okay. So doing, yes, because we don't want them changing lanes like that, basically, and causing a pain in the ass to the traffic. I found out what the keyboard shortcut is. In fact, I think I want both of those on. I think for this one and this one, it's Control S, in case you're wondering. I'm going to want that on like that here. There, we're certainly going to want that on. And going up here, we're going to want that lower one on, definitely. Okay, I think that works well. That should help the traffic start to move here. This roundabout is... oh, God. Yeah, it can cause a bit of a problem. I've been thinking maybe we might want to make this, this roundabout a little bigger. Because if you do start to see your roundabout being heavily used, it can help sometimes just to get sort of like the option of having 2 lanes turn off into that one, especially if we've got a 6-lane road up here. Do you want to turn this into 6-lane? Might hold off on that one for the time being. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to use... I'm actually going to use the roundabout tool. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. TMP, I think this is all set up. No parking priority signs, disable crosswalks, allow lane changing. So what do we want? I think that would be a little bigger. I mean, do we want to go much bigger than... no, that's going to be too big. Okay. I think I'm going to set this up. That's caused some problem. Oh, I had it set to yeah, I had it set to level the ground. It's fine. It's all absolutely fine. And you can't see it there, but yeah, it's got these arrows which, you know, you can turn left on the middle lane as well. Sort of utilise all the lanes on the entrance to this, on the entrance to these roads here, which I think I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep that and see what that does to the traffic, and obviously these are going to have to be demolished. And I might get rid of those as well and just pop into landscaping. And see if we can do a little bit of smoothing just to take the edge. Quite literally, take the edge off of this. That's done bugger all. Never mind. Never mind. Let's see what happens when everyone actually gets their bearings and starts to use this properly. I might upgrade that to it. Just upgrade the approach to 6 lane. And see what that does for us. And then we'll just leave that running for a little while. Are these still zoned in? These are still zoned in. Yep. Yeah. Leave that going for a little bit and see what happens there. What else do I have? You're still emptying. Yeah, getting there. Now we are about to run out of water. Now I eventually want to move. Oh, a bit of a fire going on there. I hope my fire department is on the case. At least it should be there. There they come. Eventually I want to move all these, sort of, once we buy this square here, I want to move these down here, and then as we buy more, just ship them further and further down the coast, and so we don't get this horrible stain. But we can start to get rid of the horrible stain anyway by using some slightly more eco-friendly waste outlets. So what I'm going to do, these only have half the capacity of the drain pipes we've been using, so we'll need 8 to replace that, and we need like another one of these, so that's going to be 10. So what I might do is just let's just start this again. Let's just start all this again. You coming over to there. I don't think we really need you coming through like that anymore. Might have something coming down here. Just for the sake of getting it all a little bit more interconnected and what have you. It says you're dry. Is that just because we are running out of water now? That's because we're paused, so it can't, yeah, it can't register what's happening in the game. So let's start with one of the more eco-friendly ones, and we'll start here, and we'll need 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I might want to move a couple of these up here, because I want to sort of start at this end and then have the pipe running down and then have space for a little. Just trust me. Do not question the OCD. Especially when it's trying its best to do some forward planning. Okay, so hopefully that will reduce the amount of, well, crap. So that should, wow, we've got a lot of it over there. That's a lot of stuff we've been pouring out into the water. So that's 10, yeah, sewage treatments. That's fine now. Now these, well, both of these, they look a bit weird sort of on the city waterfront. So just to make it look nicer, we're going to want another one of these, but I'm going to move them right over here. Just take these and stick them over here. Out of the way. We don't really have any plans for this part of the city. So, well, it's probably the best place to put them then. And if I do, I can always just move them once more. Sorry, turns out I fluffed up the UI there and clicked off the screen. Right, so we've gotten rid of that. I think the easiest way to do this now would be just to take a water pipe. It's going to be too close to that. Let's take one up here. Okay, and then we are going to need some power for these. So again, I think we'll just bring you over here. And I think I'm going to bring this one over here. I just like the feeling of having them all interconnected like that. Just sort of makes it seem like there'd be some real world redundancy in there if we did that sort of like in real life. And now our water. Yeah, a lot of more water coming in. So hopefully with the slightly more environmentally friendly sewage outlets, this should start to decrease, and then by the time we get to building down there, it shouldn't look quite so, yeah, full of you-know-what. What else did I want to do today? I just wanted to run a little experiment as well. Now, yeah, a lot of noise in here caused by my my commercial districts that's kind of reaching the residential areas. And I want to create sort of sound barriers of just trees, really, to try and insulate one area from another. And that's going to feature a lot when we get on to really starting over here. So I want to just run an experiment. I'm going to pause this. And I am just going to, like, tree line the hell out of, I think, probably these primarily, and try doing a little bit down here as well. Or maybe just go along the whole thing. We'll see. And then we can unpause it and see what happens. Let's get going with that. Okay, so suddenly a lot more greenery in this city. Yeah, and right towards the end, I just placed these two trees here, just because in zoning areas like that, there is a lot of gaps between... Why is there a house there that's not really within the zoning area? Is that something that happened recently? I've got no idea. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, sort of in the gaps between, if we wanted to, gaps between zoning areas, we could stick some trees down, just have a nice little palm trees along the street. It's something I'll think about. Sort of maybe when we go and pretty this place up, which should be soon. But anyway, the whole point of this as an experiment was to see what this does to the noise. And so now if we just let the game run... Yeah. Okay, yeah, that actually did reduce that a fair bit. I think it just stops the noise from carrying. Not a lot. Not as much as I thought it might. That has had an effect, though, and it sort of made the city look much greener. So I'm happy with it for the moment. We might go in and sort of try and put a similar buffer down there and maybe make this line of stuff high density. We'll have to see. Okay. Now, the moment, the whole thing, all our efforts are just basically preparing for when we can set the game going again. For when this becomes, setting ourselves up to build in this area, to build sort of a lot of high density stuff, maybe some medium density as well, and make this our proper city centre. And then what we do from there, I'm not sure. So assuming our initial square was sort of like the centre of the 25 squares, and we should go up here as well, and maybe then around here and up here. We'll have to see. Getting ahead of myself here. What I'm going to do in the meantime, though, is we need to sort of get this place, get these roads linked up a little bit better. We'll need a roundabout there. We'll need this coming across here, another roundabout here. We'll need this artery joined into this highway. So that's what I'm going to go and do now, and hopefully try and make it pretty in the meantime. And then after that, I think we're going to try and do something about the high demand for residential zones. Anyway, yeah, let's get going. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. That's all connected up now. I don't know if anybody will be using this roundabout for the moment. What the hell is happening here? A lot of people trying to change lanes. Not quite sure why that is. It's not like they're trying to turn off there or something. That is weird as hell. Yeah, okay, we might want to sort these lanes pretty much straight away. I was planning to hold off on this, but yeah, the game's being a bit weird. So let's just do this. Two lane between there. Get back there. Let's get the lane tools back. And something similar over here. I don't know why the game was being weird there. Maybe it's one of those things that would have sorted itself out, but better to be safe than sorry, really. And just 1, 2, 3 more. Kind of cutting off the corner quite steeply there. And yeah, these guys are going to be doing the thing where they go down and turn around. I have no idea why they're doing that. But yeah, people are now using this road. I wasn't expecting them to use this road, but okay. What else do we have to do? We've got quite a lot of residential demand, and residential demand kind of scares me, and no one's picking up the dead apparently. 6 of 7, which reminds me this is now empty, so we can delete that. And let's get a bit of residential zoning just going on there. So I think I'm going to want to expand this suburb a little bit, just to take care of a little bit of that just before we do get over there. And one thing I've been looking at the suburb, and I did originally build this little sub-collector structure out to about here, thinking that we'd do something here. I think it's time for us to go and sort of make an effort in that direction. So I'm going to take a road sort of going up this you can see that sort of that ramp there. As I've said a few times, sometimes I think you can see what the map designers had in mind. And I'm going to take one out here. We're going to curve these around to meet each other. How are we going to do this? You see, there's almost like you can come up here. I think up there would be better. But I'm just going to bring you out around here. And we're going to come up here a bit further. Yeah, and then this road here, we want to start bringing you around like that. Yeah. And I want to hook that in here somewhere. Down here like that and to there like that. Okay, I think that's looking like a reasonable start of something. I think we're going to want to plug a few things into this road here, because there's going to be a lot of traffic coming through this road otherwise. What are we going to do? Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. A lot of the residential demand has actually gone down whilst I was doing that. I assume that's because some of the other stuff has been upgrading while I've been busy with that. Why did that? There's a couple that have grown to the lot size, so we'll just delete those. So yeah, we'll just start to fill this in. I'd imagine this will sap the remaining residential demand, and this is probably going to be sort of like as far as we're coming with this zone. So we can go around the outside fairly safely without having to worry about what else we might want to put in there. But yeah, this should get us a little bit more population. 28,000 we need. I think 28,000. No, I think 18,000 is the next milestone, but for the next block of land, we need 28,000. Yes, so let's just get this going. And because we've got all that, we're probably going to want some more commercial stuff in here. And then hopefully that, let's just set that going a bit faster. Yeah, and that's taking care of all the power demands of those parks. But we're not going to get much further just by doing little bits of suburb like this. The next thing we really need to do is sort out that city centre. And then, yeah, that's when the population starts rolling in. But, oh, crud, water. I'm just going to sort out this water. Fortunately, thanks to our efforts earlier, we've got plenty to go around. And over here, and over here. And we'll take a pipe up here, like that. And then we just need... I'll take you up there as well. And then we just need something coming out here. And we are all good. There's a little bit more I could do up here. I'll have a think about that later. And of course, we might have a little through road here, just as I did over with the other suburb, just for like emergency vehicles. Emergency vehicles and public transport. But I think that's all we need to do today. We've got a little network. Next time we'll need to start putting down some of these roads, start mapping out how we're going to do this little city centre. But until then, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.